Hello, everyone. Good morning. Dear authors and invited guests, welcome to Technical Session 2C. Myself, Richa Shah, and this session will be moderated by me. On behalf of the Global Knowledge Research Foundation, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the 8th International Conference on Information and Communication Technology for Intelligent Systems ICTIS 2024, held in Ahmedabad, India. The eighth edition of the conference is being organized in a hybrid mode. The physical event was organized in Ahmedabad, India on the 4th of April, and the virtual event is being held today through Zoom, that is the 5th of April 2024. I hope you will enjoy the knowledgeable interactive session throughout the day. In this session, we have 10 presentations. Each presenter will be given 8 minutes each for the presentation and 2 minutes for question and answers. On 7 minutes, I will raise a gentle reminder. There is another request to all the participants that you all stay connected with us till the closing remarks. If you have any query or update, you can write to me in the chat box. Just before we get started, I would like to introduce you to our session chair. Mr. Amar Bachare, he is an IEEE senior member. He's currently an associate professor at Vishwakarma Institute of Information Technology, Pune. Earlier, he had worked at Pune Institute of Computer Technology and MIT ADT School of Computing. He has 18 years of teaching experience. His main research areas are distributed system, cloud computing, distributed system security, computer networks, IoT, and blockchain. Now, we could start with the presentations.
Thank you. It was nice introduction, madam. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Now I'd like to call upon Mr. Sumed Shirse from Vishwakarma Institute of Information Technology on his paper titled College Administration through a Chatbot. Sir, can you please start your presentation? Maybe sir is not available right now. We can take his presentation later. Moving on, let me call upon Mr. Charan Singh for his paper titled Comparative Analysis of High Efficiency SS and PS Compensation Topologies for Inductive Power Transfer EV Battery Charging System. Sir, can you please start your presentation?
Yes, ma'am. I'm ready. I'm ready to start my presentation.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Good morning, ma'am. Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Myself, Charan Singh. I'm the research scholar from Vignan University, Guntur, Andhra Pradesh. So my today's presentation is on comparative analysis of a high efficiency, a series and parallel series compensation topology for inductive power transfer EV battery charging system. So these are my today's presentation contents. The background of the wireless charging is in the recent years there are many developments are improving to develop the wireless charging instead of plug-in charging, cable charging. For the wireless charging, the compensation network is the main criteria to improve the transfer between the wireless charging while charging. So there are basic compensation networks are series and series parallel series and parallel. So a voltage source inverter and current source inverters are generally being used for giving the supply to the whole system. In the current source inverter, it has low current stress and the short circuit protection highly reliable, and it reduces the size of the vehicle. So main objective of my research is to evaluate the method for finding of the impedance and for different compensation networks, the impedance has been to be calculated and the impedance values to be simulated in the MATLAB simulation link on the experimental test and model observation performance facts between the series and parallel series compensation. This is the whole block diagram of the my work, and the prime here it is the one is the transmitting coil and the receiving coil. This is as it is the wireless charging. It completely works on the wireless power transfer between two coils. So this is the a battery is embedded in the vehicle, and the transmitting side is on the ground. So transmitting side coil is placed in the ground, and the charging coil is connected in the vehicle. So, and for the system, the compensation is provided on the both side, primary side as well as in secondary side. So primary side, as we get the DC supply, so we convert it to AC to DC, again to DC to AC with high frequency inverter. In the compensation network, the connection between the capacitor and parallel in, as I said, series, parallel and parallel series. I'm using the series and parallel series. The whole block diagram of the wireless charging system. The schematic diagram of here, this is the capacitor is connected in series with the inductor in the transmitting side, whereas in the receiving side, the capacitor is connected in series with the both series and series. This is a series and series topology. This is the parallel where the inductor is, where the capacitor is connected in parallel with the inductor. This is the in primary, and secondary it is in connected in series. So capacitor here, it is the compensation topology here used to do. So importance is the connection between the capacitor inductor is the configuration. With that, by using the Wheeler formula, so I evaluated the electrical parameters. So transmitting voltage, how much power transfer between the two coils. So transmitting side, receiving side coil, how much current is. This is the series, and this is the both side series. And here I evaluated the electrical parameters. And this is the parallel side. Primary side is parallel, and secondary side is the series. And the voltages and powers and currents and the maximum power transfer efficiency has been evaluated. These are the simulation models. The output load current, the load, how much output load current, how much voltage, inverter voltage, inverter current, and same the secondary coil side, the primary side and secondary side, second side coil voltage and capacitor voltage and diode voltage, how much I got the simulation. So evaluated electrical parameters, output voltage and currents, these are here, and these are the values obtained from the simulation and as well as the modeling. In the series compensation network, in terms of efficiency, power level, applications are shown. The performance verified in MATLAB and simulation. This is the inductive power transformer, and the performance has shown the low voltage stress on the transmitted side and the voltage stress on inverter within the limits, and protection of source is provided, and weight of the coil is less. These are the in the parallel and series configuration simulation models. Parallel and series compensation parameters. The output voltage 48 volts and 12 amps. The source current is 15 amps and source voltage 230 volts. So the mutual inductance voltage 7.6 microhenries. Mutual inductance is evaluated. So wireless charging system is in the based on the evaluated mutual inductance, the charging of the electric vehicle, the charging of the appliances, how wireless is charging defined, the output of the resistance, the load resistance. Here the load is the battery pack of the vehicle, that is the load. So that is compensation network is added. Whereas in series and series compared to parallel series, compared to series and parallel series, so parallel series compensation network have good interoperable results. So this study will give the while designing the coil, the weightage of the coil, the size of the vehicle will determine based on the values obtained the mutual inductance between the two coils. These are the references. Yes, thank you.
I do not see any latest references.
Yes, sir. I had the 2022-23, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
But
I referred
here,
22.
can you please show 2022 paper here?
2066.
Okay, please add the latest references.
Yes, sir.
23,
I will add
24
it, sir.
also. Okay.
Yes,
Huh? And one thing is that due to wireless in nature, is it affecting the health of the human?
No, sir. The wireless charging is mostly preferable to protect the human, sir. So as it in cable charging, while you need to plug in directly by hand by holding the cable. So it is a wireless charging, no need to handle anything. So wireless charging is morely preferable, sir. And there is no effect, sir. The power transfer is inductively.
Okay, are you sure? Are you sure it will not hamper the health? Okay.
Yes, sir. Definitely, sir. There is. Yes, sir. I will analyze it again, sir. So as per concern of the human protection, so all the protection of the system I analyze it, sir. Compared to the plugin, the wireless charging system is more preferable, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your presentation. Now we can move to the next presentation. Now I'd like to call Mr. Sumit Shirse for his paper titled College Administration through Chatbot. So, sir, can you please start your presentation?
Yes, ma'am. Just in a minute here.
Okay.
So, is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, my topic for the presentation is college administration through chatbot. It is basically an Android application. So, it is for the administration process. Like, if the user wants to know anything about the college, the admission process, or anything there are various clubs and various events in college, then he can access this application, and there is also a chatbot integrated in it. So by which way, there is no hustle to ask anyone for the admission process or something. So the slide is so the topics that we are covering in this presentation are introduction, objective, proposed system, result, future scope, and conclusion. So the first one is introduction. So this application is a digital platform that is used to ease access to the college information. Like as I have said, it is useful to uh, uh, it is useful to access any college information like college admission process and other helpful things can be done through this chatbot. And it also streamlines administrative process and fosters a user-friendly environment. Then features include so that it includes features like access to departmental info, updated on college activities, and club participation. Like in our college, there are many clubs like Robocon, Supra. Then we can get the information of these clubs also, and we also can join through this application. Like it will send an auto-generated email if you want to join this club to the club head. Then it aims to administrative task, improve communication. As I said, the chatbot is integrated in it. So it is very useful, and it is very easy to access the college information and admission process. Then the objective of this is to avoid the hustle that whenever any parents or any student goes to college, then there are so much departments, and we have to render here and there for the different departments information. So this application is useful for that purpose. That is, when you come across this application, it is you can access to any information, and then it has a user friendly interface, and it is student benefits, like if any student want to join or ask something, then he can use this application. Then it is it is for the best collaboration of the students and faculties. Then I have said that there is chatbot functionality also. Then proposed system. So this is the architecture for our college administration system. There are various, I have used various fragments and XML layouts for the interface. Then there is a business logic, means there is a user panel and the uh, user panel, and there is also a sign authentication part. Sorry. Then there is a user panel. User can home page where user can get the all college information, and there is a integrated chat. Then the results, like you can see here, this is the home page of my application, where you can see there is the computer department, system department, and clubs. In the computer department, what is the information of computer department, what are their features, and the whole information you can get here. There's system department also, and the different clubs where you can get the information of clubs and join clubs. And there is a little chat window is here, where you can where I have integrated the chatbot, where you can use this chatbot. We will see in for following slides. Then this is the navigation bar. I have also integrated college website here. If anyone wants to go to the college website, then this website tab can help. Then these are the system department tasks are there. Then this is the chatbot which I have integrated. When we click on this chatbot, there will be a database of this tabs, like which department you need info, that is computer department, system department, clubs. Then when we click on any one of this, then it will show the information, like if we are clicked on computer department, then it will show role of this department and what different programs that offers, and this thing. And we can I have also implemented a feedback for this application, like if anyone wants to give the feedback, then he or she can give the feedback. The college admin system with chatbot is set to evolve with cutting edge technology. Like for this chatbot, I have used the Communicate AI platform, where I can where I have implemented the chatbot database, and it will be beneficial. Anticipated development cater to changing needs academic institutions. In order to guarantee that insights drive continuous changes and product enhancement, a continuous feedback loop will be built from users.
Excuse me, sir, just a gentle reminder that 8 minutes are over. Can you please wrap up?
Yeah, ma'am. And this is the conclusion. Like by this application, we can. It is easy to access the college information. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, so it is using generative AI, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
So is there any limitation of your project?
Like for now, sir, it has some limitations. Like I am using a communicate platform where I have integrated this chatbot. So every time if the new information is added, then I have to manually add this information. So for now it is limited, but I will try to I'm trying it to be a diverse application, like
And for what functionality you have implemented this?
like sir, as I have faced the problem, like when I was here in VWIT for the admission process, then for the whole day I need to render here and there for the information, like where what are the documents I needed, what type of clubs are there, where I can get this and that. So I thought this application can help these people's, like from anywhere, like for
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now we can move on to the next presentation. I'd like to call Ms. Padmavati L for her paper titled Flight-Based Swarm Optimization and Deep Neural Network for Fake News Detection in Social Media. Ma'am, can you please start your presentation? I guess ma'am is not there in the meet. We can till then move on to the next presentation.
Okay.
Now I'd like to call Ms. Drishti Sharma for a paper titled Machine Learning Framework for Polycystic Ovary Syndrome. Ma'am, can you please start your presentation?
I'm joining from my laptop. Can I please have like can I please present next, like after one presenter?
Okay, fine.
Yeah, thank you.
I'd like to call Mr. Vikas Periaswamy for his paper titled Path Planning for Autonomous Vacuum Cleaning Robot Using ROS. Sir, can you start your presentation?
Yeah, okay. Just give me a second.
Okay.
Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Visible.
Hi everyone. Before going into the presentation, let me introduce myself to you. I'm Vikas, and I'm a second year undergraduate from Amrita University, Amrutapuri, Kerala. And I'm here to present on the topic path planning for autonomous vacuum cleaning robot using ROS. And the paper ID is 288. And the authors of the papers are myself, Vikas, and Dr. Rajesh Kannan sir, and Mr. Vijay Krishna. And coming to the introduction part, as we all know, it's been around 4 years since the beginning of pandemic. And in this pandemic, we started cultivating many habits and also started prioritizing our health over everything, many things, right? And also in this 4 years, we started cultivating habits like cleaning our environment regularly, using some protective measures like wearing masks and also sanitizers and stuff like that. To have a uh, uh, healthy life, the main thing is to have a clean environment, right? We mostly spend our time in our house, so having a clean environment in our house is also important. So that's where my research comes into play here. This research is mainly is to enhance the path planning capabilities of an autonomous vacuum cleaning robots, where vacuum cleaning robots plays a major role in cleaning the households nowadays. So I use ROS, which is Robot Operating System Framework, for supporting this research. And here I just chose a simple and unoccupied environment and as a starting point, and isolate the complex stuff for now. As I said, I used the unoccupied environment, the robot can now freely move everywhere without any disturbance, and also it can clearly explore the environment, and we can visualize the navigational capabilities, uh, and also its precision very uh, easily. And the objective of this research is, as I said, nowadays cleaning the households take more time and also energy. We guys created something called robot vacuum cleaning system, which is nothing but an intelligent robot, which is a machine with some intelligent program where it traverses to the environment which we already allocated in a single pass by sweeping it and vacuuming it. So here the main part is the path planning algorithm behind this robot. So I'm here to study the detail, like provide certain algorithms to this vacuum cleaning robot in such a way that it shows the capabilities and the precision for each algorithm, which I'm going to mention in the further slides. I've used TurtleBoy 3, which is an open source robot for instead of a vacuum cleaning robot here, and also and I use support of ROS. I'm gonna create this show the output of the algorithm in the coming slides. So the main focus here is the path planning part, and to avoid the complex steps, we just gonna ignore the complex global and local planners, which is also provided by ROS itself. And this algorithm, which I'm gonna explain in the further slide, is a simple waypoint generated plans rather than inbuilt global or local planners. So the algorithms used in my research are zigzag path planner and spiral path planner. You can see the path in each diagram. And coming to the zigzag pattern, in the left side, you can see the path, how the path looks like, and the direction of the arrow shows the direction of the robot. Here in the right side, you could see the flow chart, but when I'm explaining it now, it might be a little bit confusing. But later in the next slide, I've provided a manual diagram to visualize the flow chart. Now, for explaining this flow chart, the user has to provide the grid size of the environment, like 3 comma 3 3 comma 2. That's the total of grid size the environment grid size the robot should cover. Then later, as I said, the grid size, it will be something like x comma y, right? So initially the robot will be at 0 comma 0. So what the algorithm does is it will increment the y part, means 0 comma 0 is the initial position, right? So it will go to 0 comma 1, 0 comma 2. It goes on like this until it reaches grid size, which is, if we mention the grid size as 0 3 comma 3, 3 is the y grid size. So until this initial y part and the grid size y part is equal, this path continues. And then later, if both are equal, y will be assigned 0 and x will be incremented to 1. Then again it will check for x part. If it is greater, if the x part x goal is greater than the grid size, it goes to the final part, else it will continue this loop. In the final part, if x reaches the grid size, it should repeat this entire cycle one more time until y part reaches grid size. To visualize this flow chart, I've provided a diagram here, and you can see the user provided the grid size at 3 comma 3 here, and I also provided the coordinates x and y. Let's say 0 comma 0 is the initial point, starting point. The robot is there at the time. So now, as I said, we should increment the y part. So 0 comma 1 is the next point, right? So 0 comma 1 is the goal point now. The robot should traverse from 0 comma 0 to 0 comma 1. Now again, it will traverse 0 comma 2 to 0 comma 3. As you can see, now the coordinates are 0 comma 3, and the grid size we provided is 3 comma 3. And the y goal here is 3, and the grid size y goal is also 3. So now y will be assigned 0 and x will be incremented to 1. So the next will be 1 comma 0. Now again this path continues. The y will be incremented every time until it reaches the grid size y, which is 3 there. So it will go till 1.3. Then again, as it reaches the 3, which is the grid size, y will be incremented. And this process continues till x reaches 3, which is x grid size here, which is 3 comma 3 in the above grid size. As I said, when x reaches the grid size, it should repeat the process one more time until y reaches 3. So it will traverse till 3 comma 3. If it reaches this end point, that's how the program ends. And if you take an overall look, the robot traversed something like a zigzag pattern. That's why it got the name zigzag pattern here. So this is how the algorithm works. And for the next algorithm, spiral path algorithm, you can see the path here in the left side and the algorithm in the right side. It's a simple algorithm where the user has to provide a min distance, and the distance should be increased. Nothing but what the robot does is the robot should go to the should travel for the minimal distance, take a right turn, and this distance should be increased, will be added to the min distance, and it will be updated. So this process continues again and again. I'll show you the diagram in the next slide again. Let's say the min distance provided here is 0.5, and the distance should be increased is 0.25. So let's assume the robot is at 0 comma 0. So the min distance is 0.5 here, right? So the robot should go straight, should travel a distance of 0.5 meters, then take a right turn. Now we should add this 0.5 with the increased distance, which is 0.25, results in 0.75. But again, the min distance will be updated to 0.75, then this distance will be traveled. So this process keeps on continuing, and this path will result in a spiral path. So you can ask a question like, what is the end loop for these conditions? Like if this part keeps on repeating, so what will be the end condition? To have an end condition, the user can provide an extra parameter, which is the number of iterations. The number of iterations this robot should take in every turns. By that third parameter, we could easily find the have a stopping parameter. But in this algorithm, it has a disadvantage. This spiral path can be only applied if the robot is in the center of the provided environment. If else, like if it is in the corner of the provided environment, it can't cover the entire area, right? So that zigzag pattern can be used. Here, in a condition where we have more space, like as a circular one, the robot can go to the center of the position, and you can travel. It can use this algorithm to travel every area and find, and using a stop loop, you can travel the entire area. So, and this is how this algorithm work. And the results are shown here. As I said, I used the ROS and
Just a gentle reminder, 8 minutes are over, so can you please wrap up?
yeah, this is my ending here. And the results are shown here. I used the raw, as I said, I used ROS and TurtleBot. The algorithm simulation and the output is being shown here. Like I used the raw RVs, which is also provided by ROS, which is ROS visualization. The black right corner, that's the TurtleBot, and the blue part is the path and the robot travels. As you can see, the both implemented, outputted algorithm and the expected theoretical path both are same. So we can conclude that both the algorithm which we provided gives us perfect results. That's coming to the conclusion part. This research paper primarily focuses on two algorithm, which is zigzag and the spiral path. The reason for choosing these two path algorithm is because of its simplicity, and also, as I said, it's waveform generated algorithm. You could easily add few like many other algorithms into this zigzag or spiral path. Like there are algorithms like A star, Dijkstra, RRT, several algorithms out there. We could easily use those algorithms above this base algorithm and work upon it. So it's coming to the future works. As I said, we use just a normal obstacle-free environment, but we can't directly use this algorithm in the day-to-day life, which is impossible because in day-to-day life we have obstacles everywhere. So in future works, we would like to include technologies, sensing technologies by adding sensors like LiDARs, depth cameras to improve the obstacle reduction and create a great precise path in a dynamic environment. Thank you, sir.
So what is the space size that your robot will work? Have you decided?
Sorry, sir.
Space size.
As for now, like this is the open environment. Like the algorithm used in this thing is done in open environment. So the user can specify like their step size. Like if it should cover the 3,3 or like 3 grid units or 2 grid units, the robot can cover. But when you are using this thing in an obstacle included environment, then it can't work on that, sir.
Okay, you
That's
have
user
not
specific.
compared your work with the existing system. You need to compare it.
Yes, sir. Like my motive for this research is to create a foundational algorithm where I can include those external, like existing algorithms by adding this specific algorithms. Like instead of directly going for those algorithm A star, Dijkstra algorithm, we could use this base algorithm and work. I can add those extra
Okay.
algorithms on it so that to give a precise path, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, moving on to the next presentation. I'd like to call Ms. Drishti
Hi.
Sharma.
Yes.
Yes,
Just
ma'am.
a
Can
bit.
you please start? Hello.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Good morning, everybody. The name of my project is Machine Learning Framework for Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome. So basically, polycystic ovarian syndrome diagnosis has made significant strides with the integration of deep learning techniques. AI algorithms are capable of analyzing complex patterns in medical imaging to aid in the accurate detection of PCOS. So I'll just brief everybody about, a little about PCOS. So understanding PCOS, it's basically hormonal imbalances. PCOS is characterized by hormonal imbalance, including high levels of estrogen and irregular menstrual cycles, leading to symptoms such as acne and hirsutism. The second point is ovarian cyst. The development of multiple small cysts on the ovaries is a key diagnosis creation for PCOS, detecting using ultrasound imaging. And metabolic abnormalities. PCOS is associated with insulin resistance, which can lead to metabolic complications such as obesity and type 2 diabetes. So, understanding the need for machine learning framework for complexity of PCOS. PCOS is a multi-phase hormonal disorder with diverse symptoms and manifestations. And the diagnostic challenges are identification and diagnosis of PCOS, present complexities due to its varied presentation. So basically, PCOS has so many characteristics that usually it's difficult to actually diagnose it at an early stage or even further in life without having severe complications. The treatment is very personalized and it's strategized according to the person's needs. So the abstract is basically what our project is. Ovarian polycystic syndrome, a common endocrine condition that affects people in their reproductive years. This project endeavors to offer a comprehensive understanding of PCOS in comparing their etiology, clinical manifestations, and management. The research begins with the exploration of its multi-phase nature, including genetic predisposition, hormonal imbalances, and lifestyle factors. The emphasis is placed on the significance of personalized assessment. The project underscores the diagnostic challenge and varied clinical presentations, highlighting the necessities for tailored treatment approaches. Additionally, it addresses the far-fetched health implications of PCOS, including the heightened risk of insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, and mental health disorders. The project places a spotlight on the pivotal role of early intervention and holistic management strategies, which encompasses lifestyle modifications, pharmacological interventions, and psychological support. Furthermore, the research delves into recent strides in PCOS research, dividing into the contributions of inflammation, gut microbiota, and epigenetics in the pathologist. It also explores novel therapies and potential targets for the future treatment. In sum, the project underscores the importance of multidisciplinary approach to comprehensive tackle the complexities of PCOS. The ultimate goal is to enhance the quality of life for individuals living with PCOS and mitigate associated long-term health risks. The challenges in diagnosis. So for the first challenge is variability of symptoms. The diverse and non-specific symptoms of PCOS such as acne and irregular periods make diagnosis challenge without specialization tools. Misinterpretation of ultrasound. The misinterpretation of ultrasound images for ovarian cysts can be subjective, leading to inconsistency in diagnostics. Complexity of analysis. Manual analysis of complex medical imaging for PCOS can be time consuming and relies heavily on the skill of the interpreter. The main objective of the system are ecological understanding, investigating the genetical, hormonal, and environmental factors contributing to the development of PCOS to gain deeper insight into its root causes. Diagnostic enhancement, improving the accuracy of PCOS diagnosis by developing or refining diagnostic criteria, incorporating advanced biomarkers, and exploring novel diagnostic tools. Personalized treatment. Develop personalized treatment approaches that consider the unique needs of individuals with PCOS, taking into account their specific symptoms, genetics, and metabolic profiles. Health implication assessment. Assess and qualify the long-term health risks associated with PCOS, including insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, and mental health disorders. Machine learning applications. Utilize machine learning algorithms to analyze large data sets, identify patterns, and predict outcomes in PCOS, enhancing risk prediction, early intervention, and treatment optimization. Lifestyle intervention. Investigate the effectiveness of lifestyle modifications such as diet, exercise, and stress management in mitigating the symptoms and health risks associated with PCOS. And of course, public awareness. Raise awareness about PCOS, its prevalence, and its impact on women's health to promote early detection and timely intervention. The approach to methodology for a polycystic ovarian syndrome project is often multimodal. A comprehensive review of the literature is initially carried out in order to understand the current state of knowledge on PCOS. Next, data collection methods such as surveys, medical record analysis, and hormone level assessment are employed to gather relevant information from individuals diagnosed with PCOS. Researchers may also conduct comparative studies with control groups, statistical analysis, including regression analysis and hypothesis testing, is used to evaluate data, identify corrections, and draw conclusions. And additionally, qualitative research methods like interviews or focus groups may be used to gain insight into the psychological aspects of living with PCOS. The project's methodology aimed to provide a holistic understanding of PCOS, incorporating both clinical and patient perspectives to advance knowledge and inform potential treatments or interventions. Advanced treatment strategies, personalized medication, therapeutical monitoring, and outcome prediction. The future perspectives are precise medications, public health impact, and AI ethics. Deep learning driven diagnostics may pave the way for personalized treatment strategies considering the diverse manifestation of PCOS. Research implications include advancement in medical imaging, multidisciplinary collaboration, and regulatory considerations. Ethical and legal considerations are also done, which includes privacy protection, transparency, and regulatory compliance. Conclusion: future modifications, advancement in the field of PCOS are poised to revolutionize research, diagnosis, and treatment. This progress may encompass the creation of highly precise diagnostic tools, customized treatment regimes tailored into individual patients, and more profound comprehension of the genetics and hormonal factors at the root of conditions. Conclusion in essence is the exploration of PCOS through research has effectively harnessed the power of machine learning, using in the significant strides in understanding and managing the complex condition. Through the creation of robust predictive models and extraction of profound insights from data, we have markedly improved early detection and personalized treatment approaches for individuals grappling with PCOS. This endeavor has not only elevated patients' outcomes, but also has...
Ma'am, just a gentle reminder that 8 minutes are over. So can you please wrap up?
Sure. These machine learning techniques, we hold a great optimism for even more groundbreaking discoveries in PCOS research and care, ultimately paving the way for a brighter and healthier future for those navigating this syndrome. So basically, we made a website in which we used algorithms to diagnose PCOS, considering 52 factors, which has created a lot of categories and diagnostics for PCOS. Thank you so much.
Okay. From where you have collected data set?
So basically, sir, we have a data set of 12,000 patients, 1,200 patients, sorry. 600 is taken from the internet and 600 is taken from DY Patil Hospital in Mumbai, live patients.
Okay.
Yes.
So how much percentage for training data set? How much percent for testing data set you have taken?
So the training percentage is 50-50. 50% we have taken already trained data, and 50% of the patients we have used more to train the data and to...
What is the accuracy?
The accuracy is coming 87.2%.
So 87 means it's a less.
Sorry, sir?
87 means it's a less. So what is the limitation of your...
So the limitations we have faced is that we have taken 52 characteristics, and to actually get the data, 52 characteristics of one patient's of data is a very difficult task. We have already started researching more on this, and started using image processing so that for the ultrasound images, so that we can improve the accuracy. And we have also increased the algorithms, like combining two algorithms in the future research, so that we can improve the accuracy. And the next accuracy is coming around 93%.
Okay, thank you very much.
Sorry.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am, for the presentation. Now, moving on to the next presenter. I'd like to call Ms. Padmavati L for the presentation titled Flight-Based Dove Swarm Optimization and Deep Neural Network for Fake News Detection in Social Media. Ma'am, can you please start your presentation?
Yes, ma'am. Please confirm my presentation is available or not?
Yes, ma'am, we can see it. And even you are audible.
Okay, ma'am, thank you. Good morning to all. First of all, I thank to the ICS team to present me. My work is to detect the fake news in social media. So these are the agendas I followed in this presentation. First of all, introduction. The main objective of this research is to detect the fake news in social media. We know that fake news is any misinformation that is knowing or unknowingly a person displays in the social media. And there are several techniques available previously to detect this fake news in social media. That is the deep neural networks and the echo chambers. Next one is the convolutional neural network. Then NPD FND technique. These all techniques find out the social media based on the news content and the social context. My work is also based on the social media work, that is the news content and the social context informations. So this is the name of my technique, that is Levy flight based Dow spam optimization and deep neural network. I have combined these two techniques to find out the fake news. So this is the diagrammatic representation of my full work. And the data set I have collected from the net, that is BuzzFeed and PolitiFact. The remaining steps are coming in the upcoming presentations. First of all, this is the data set information. The data set is taken from the benchmark tool, that is the fake news net. These are the details available, the news articles here and the fake news articles and the number of users depending on the data set are displayed here. These informations are basically available in the dataset, that is the news articles, attributes such as news ID, URL, title, text, authors, and users. The next one is the news user engagement. That is how frequently a user has shared a news piece on social media. This technique is combined with the news content in order to improve the accuracy of the fake news classification technique. So the main step is pre-processing the text, that is stemming, stop words removal, and tokenization. These are the basic techniques in the text mining. That is the before sorting algorithm, we need to pre-processing the text. Stemming means to remove the words, like if the terms are related to running, ran, and runner, means we have transformed the whole word into the word run. This is called stemming. Then stop words removal means removing the pronouns, articles, and etc. Then tokenization means we have to convert the each words into a tokens. Then only the algorithm will be applied, because the text we have to convert the text data into a matrix format. Then only the algorithm is applicable. So that's why these pre-processing techniques I have done. The next step is to convert the pre-processed text into a matrix, that is called as news user engagement matrix. This means I have combined the news content and the social context. Here for the user community matrix, the user to user relationship is found out. That is, the community is found out. Overall, the users have the same opinion is called, they are combined into one group. So the communities are find out. First, the communities are detected. Then the next step is to form a tensor. The tensor is a three-way representation of a text. That is, one is the user, one is the context, and another is the content. The tensor will be decomposed into a three matrix, that is user future matrix and the content future matrix, then context future matrix, with the help of CMTF, that is coupled matrix tensor factorization method. By this method, the original text is converted into three representations. By this three representations, I have combined the news content and the social context information into a matrix. Then this matrix is given to the algorithm that is called as LDSO. First of all, explain what is this. First, DSO means we know that is a Dow-Swarm optimization algorithm. It is a basic algorithm for optimization technique. It is combined with a technique that is called as Levy-Flight. It is mainly used in the probability theory and stochastic processes. That describes a kind of random walk in which the step lengths are not constant, but it follows specific distribution that is known as Levy distribution. I have combined this Levy flight and the Dow-Swarm optimization algorithm to find out the best fake features in the data set. So in the typical DSO algorithm, it has some problem that is called as local optima problem. While combining the Levy flight with the DSO algorithm, it is optimized and we can get the accuracy result, classified accuracy result better than the existing approaches. So these are the steps for the algorithm. Okay. After first the data pre-processing techniques are fulfilled and the best fake features are we have find out. The next step is to classify the text which is fake and which is real based on the deep neural network technique. Here, in the deep neural network technique, there are 5 dense layers are used to find out the technique. The first one is the input layer, then followed by the dense layer, then last one is the output layer. The fake features we have found in the LDSO technique. LDSO technique is given to the DNN classifier. After that, the DNN classifier find out the fake news classification accurately. So these are the for finding the fake news. The hyperparameter settings are displayed here. Number of dense layer is 5 and the hidden nodes. Activation function is ReLU. Then loss function is binary cross entropy. Like this, the informations are available here. Next, we come to the experimental results. I have
Ma'am, just
compared.
a gentle reminder that 8 minutes are over. Can you please wrap up?
Okay, the experimental results I have compared with already existing techniques by using the performance criteria, that is precision, recall, accuracy, and F measure, then followed by the confusion matrix. This is the confusion matrix representation. By using the 4 techniques, I have compared with previously available techniques. By comparing this, the precision, recall, F measure, and accuracy, the accuracy of the LDSO and DNN technique is high compared to other technique. That is, accuracy is for BuzzFeed dataset 91.49, and for the PoltiFact dataset it is 91.76. So I have combined these 2 techniques to find out the accuracy result. So this is the chart representation for precision. This is for recall. Then F measure, then for this is the accuracy. If come to conclusion, the LDSO DNN outperforms better in accuracy compared to other techniques. In future, this technique may be include text summarization. By using the transformer technique, I have included the text summarization. So these are the references. Okay.
So what are the contents of the data set?
Sir?
Contents of the data set you have referred, right?
Data set, yes, sir. So I
So
have
what
taken
it
2
includes?
data sets, sir.
Okay.
That is BuzzFeed and PoltiFact data sets, sir.
So what are the details? Can you please tell the details of this BuzzFeed data set?
BuzzFeed means it is based on some digital media companies, sir. It covers information from news, entertainment, and business like this. The PoltiFact means it is a fact-checking website, sir. The informations are available in the fake news net, sir.
And that is, what are the features of this data set? Features included in this data set.
Okay, so the attributes are represented here. So the attributes mainly news ID, URL, title, text, authors, and news source, sir.
Mm-hmm. Okay, only these attributes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what is the accuracy? Accuracy of
Okay,
your
sir.
approach?
So accuracy is 91.49 for BuzzFeed, sir, and for PolitiFact it is 91.76.
Okay, still it is less 91%. How you can improve the accuracy? Hello.
Okay.
How you
Sir,
can improve the accuracy?
So for this LDSO and DNN algorithm, I get this accuracy sir, compared to other techniques. I need to apply for any other technique to improve the accuracy, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your presentation.
Okay.
Now we can move on to the next presentation. I'd like to call Mr. Iqbal Shabai for his paper titled Real-Time Pothole Detection and Prevention Using Deep Learning Techniques. Sir, can you please start now?
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, is PPT visible?
Visible, go ahead.
Okay. So good afternoon, everyone. Myself is Iqbal Shabai. Currently, I am presenting presentation on a real-time water detection system and prevention using deep learning algorithm. So the content of my PPT are problem statement, introduction, objectives, motivation, literature review, architecture, proposed work, result discussion, conclusions, and references. So the problem statement why I have chosen this topic are that water possesses a significant challenge to the road safety, which causes accident, damages to the vehicles and infrastructure of the city or the state. The problems lie in difficulty of timely detection and repairing. Existing techniques may include only manual inspection, which are time consuming. So the need to develop an automated system that can detect potholes in real time can help to repair that potholes and take action on less time. So introduction is road infrastructure and road transport are the key element to a developed economy. So roads are essential for gaining education, employment, healthcare, and other services. Potholes can cause a serious damage to the vehicle like puncture tires, bent wheels, and damaged suspensions. Accidents are mainly occurs due to the coverage of potholes by water in a rainy season. If these potholes are detected in real time, so we can prevent these accidents. So that's why there is a need of real-time pothole detection system. So the objectives of our project is real-time detection, early warning system, and pothole prevention. Real-time detection system is a system which is capable of identifying potholes in a real time using computer vision and sensor-based technologies. And early warning system means implementing a mechanism to provide immediate alerts or notification to relevant authorities upon pothole detection. And pothole prevention means explore methods and technologies for proactive measures to prevent potholes from forming or escalating. So the motivation is like Priya is a software engineer at a multinational firm, faces the road challenges daily, notably during her commute. This road had a prevalent in India due to diverse factors like heavy rainfall, inadequate maintenance, poses the risk of vehicle damage and safety threats. Priya faces financial strain, compromising her budget for car repair and due to stress and time delay. Seeking a solution, Priya envisions a real-time portrait detection method for technologies that could make her commute safer, more efficient, and contribute to better road conditions and traffic flow. So the literature reviews that I had chosen for this paper are these are the various papers like automatic and real-time auto detection and traffic monitoring system using smartphone technologies, which I referred. And here I had mentioned the gap analysis that what gap uh, in their project is like detection accuracy, integration with vehicle system, preventive measures, and in another paper like real-time data acquisition and processing, integration with vehicle system, adaptation to the road conditions, and then another like integration with vehicle system, preventive measures, and in last paper like real-time data acquisition and processing, detection accuracy, and preventive measures. And the architecture of our project is like first real-time capturing the images, then processing like resizing, augmentation, and then convolutional neural network layer, which contains like activation, padding, max pooling, and fully connected layer. Then portal detection head, then user interface that the user can see where the portal is, and then portal detection is object detection, and after that the image processing, and after that the output layer means it contains the images which contain the photos to be detected, photos that detected. So the proposed work is like first I had compared the four algorithms like random forest, KNN, decision tree, and SVM on the same size of a data set, and here are the accuracy, precision, recall, and F1 score of these four algorithms has achieved. And from these four algorithms, the KNN performs the best comparing to the three of the algorithms. And KNN has achieved 60%, 67% of accuracy, 100% of precision, 40% of recall, and 57% of F1 score. For then further increasing the size of the data set and implementing the same KNN algorithm, it resulted in increasing accuracy as shown in the graph, like from 78% till it goes to the 93%, and at the 93% of the accuracy, the KNN accuracy remains constant at 90, that is 93%, again after increasing the size of the data set. Therefore, there is a need of the deep learning algorithm for further analyzing the larger size containing data set. So when implementing the deep learning algorithm, faster RCNN algorithm, where the KNN algorithm shows the same accuracy that at 93% to a data set, when I implemented the faster RCNN algorithm on that such of data set, it shown to the increase in accuracy, like, and it achieved the accuracy of 95%. Then again, I increased the size of the data set, and again, it shows the increase in accuracy, and faster RCI achieved an accuracy of 96%, which are the good ones. So then after then I compare the performance of faster RCI algorithm on the various comparing factors like precision, recall, and F1 score. And at the 95% of the accuracy of that size of data set, the faster RCI achieved the precision of 100%, recall 50%, and F1 score of 70%. And the at a size of a data set where faster RCML achieved the accuracy of 96%, it achieved 100% of precision, 55% of recall, and 75% of F1 score. So the resultant discussion of our project is like the four machine learning algorithms were compared on the same size of data set with various comparing factors to pick up an algorithm that performs best and can be used for later execution. So the four machine learning algorithms that are used are random forest, KNN, decision tree, SVM, huh. and KNN performs the best among the rest of the three algorithms, as shown in the below table. Here you can also see the accuracy of the random forest, decision tree, and SVM at the same size of data set where the KNN has achieved the more accuracy. That's why KNN, that's why we consider the KNN for the execution for the later increasing the size of the data set. So the conclusion of our project is like our project has made a significant strides in the early stages. So, a comprehensive data set of road images annotated with various potholes instance tailored for both machine learning and deep learning algorithms. By employing machine learning techniques like random forest, KNN, decision tree, and SVM, and the deep learning technique like faster RCN, we have
So
emphasized
just a gentle reminder that 8 minutes are over. Can you please wrap up?
yeah, okay, ma'am. So with careful and data processing, pre-processing, including resizing and augmentation, our data set is finally trained for effective model training, resulting in comprehensive accuracy in photo detection. The integration of real-time image capturing system and subsequent processing brings us closer to instant portal identification. So this is all about my project. These are the reference that I have taken for my paper. So thank you.
Okay, good work. So what are the features of data set you are referring?
Uh, Features like the dataset contains the images that contain portals as well as the images that does not contain portals. Means the algorithm had to compare that the image should that image whether image contain portal or not. And if the image contain portals, then only it will work on that image. So this is our main feature of our project.
Okay, any specific area you have selected because it's a real time?
Yes, we have chosen our INABM road, Pune INABM road, where the lot of portals are there because the road are still constructing. Daily, I travel from my home to my college. Means I see that there is a lot of potholes and which causes me to reach the college for more time. Means the time that actually I had to require is 25 minutes, but because of that pothole bumps and all that things, I require more 10 minutes. Means I reach college within half an hour, which is
Okay.
time consuming.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your presentation. Now
Okay,
we
thank you.
can move on to the next one. I'd like to call Mr. Abhijit S. for his paper titled Sentimental Analysis on Live Web-Scrapped YouTube Comments using Vader Sentiment Analysis. Sir, can you please start your presentation?
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. So, my voice is audible.
Yes, sir.
My screen is now. Is my screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
So, my topic is sentiment analysis on live abstract YouTube comments using Vader sentiment analysis, and my paper ID is 217. So, coming to the agenda of the uh, project, like slides, it's abstract introduction, literature review, gap analysis, problem statement, objectives, proposed methodology, result, implementation, and conclusion, with scope and references. So coming to the abstract, so after the post-COVID era, there was a huge increase in the usage of social media, especially YouTube also. So during that time, a lot of content creators evolved during that time, and there comes our project name. So we are giving valuable insights for these content creators by using the sentiment analysis. So coming to the literature review, these are some of the literature review parts we have covered. Not going to much deeper on that. Instead of that, I'm going to the gap analysis or inference we got from these papers. So we have actually referred on 10 research papers, and we found out like most of the paper didn't do the text processing accurately, and we almost used 5 text processing techniques like lemmatization, stemming, tokenization, stop word removal, and POS tagging. And most of them doing a text representation using a word to X. It was an old method, and we were using BERT model for that. And most of the people got an accuracy around 70%, and we got around 93%. And most of the paper didn't use the possibility of live web scraping, but we used it using Google API v3. And there was a huge gap we found in papers like converting the unlabeled data to labeled data. So the problem statement we achieved like the absence of a robust real-time sentiment analysis system for YouTube comments inhibits content creators from optimizing their content, deprives users of personalized content recommendations, and poses challenges in content moderation for platform administration. So these are the objectives of my project. Like first one was doing like web scraping using Google API v3 and converting them to a textual data from the web to Python environment. Second one was applying natural language processing techniques. And third one, applying Vader sentiment analysis on top of that and converting unlabeled data set to labeled data set. And the fourth one was applying BERT and converting the text data to the vectors. And fifth one was applying SMOT because we found a
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Maybe sir is facing some connection issues.
Disconnected, right?
So we can move on to the next presentation, and when he comes back, he can continue with his presentation.
Yes.
So now I'd like to call Mr. Manish Navadkar for his paper titled Sign Language Recognition Using ML and DL. Sir, can you start your presentation, please?
Yes. Just a minute. Am I audible and is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, one and all. Myself, Manish Navadkar. I am currently last year undergraduate from PICT Pune, and my topic name is Sign Language Recognition using Machine Learning and Deep Learning. So before proceeding with the abstract, I would like to tell you what is sign language. So in society, we have two kinds of people. One are abled people and another are disabled people. Abled people have their sense organs fully functional, while in the case of disabled people, their sense organs are partially functioning or they are disably functioning. For example, deaf people. So these people cannot communicate with the able people, and if they want to communicate, they communicate with the hand gestures, and these hand gestures are called as sign language. Abstract. This research survey offers a comprehensive exploration of SLR, which is sign language recognition, emphasizing the importance of extracting relevant information from sign language gestures, addressing the obstacles posed by noise and variability. The study investigates various machine learning and deep learning approaches in SLR, categorizing and evaluating their effectiveness. The aim of this survey is to provide a valuable resource for advancing SLR techniques and steering future research endeavors in this field. Introduction. Sign language recognition involves the process of interpreting sign language gestures, typically performed by individuals who are deaf or hard of hearing, into a form that can be understood by others, such as text or vocal output. While sign languages vary across different regions and cultures, the underlying principle of recognition remains similar. However, there are indeed differences in the gestures, as it may depend upon the region and the language. Certain people might understand certain language, or and another people might understand a certain another language. However, there are indeed differences in the gestures and vocabulary between different sign languages, just as there are differences in spoken languages. DL classifiers. DL classifier stands for deep learning classifiers, which are nothing but advanced computer algorithms inspired by the human brain's neural networks. They are used to automatically learn and recognize patterns in data, particularly useful for tasks like understanding sign language gestures in our project. They make it easier for computers to interpret and respond to visual cues, enhancing accessibility and communication for the deaf and hard of hearing. As a human brain has different innumerable neurons which receive a signal, they process a signal, and they give the signal to a targeted muscle or any organ. Same is in the case of DL classifiers. At the heart of the transformation are DL classifiers such as CNN, which is convolutional neural network, and RNN, which is recurrent neural network. They extract features from visual data, capturing the precise movements of hand gestures and subtle nuances of facial expressions and lip movements. So in our project, we are having three models. The first is hand gesture tracking model, second is emotion tracking model, and third is lip movement tracking model. The hand tracking involves real-time detection and tracking of the precise movements and positions of an individual's hand. The importance of hand gesture is that it accurately monitors the signer's hand movements, which is an imperative sign language recognition, given the language's dependence on exact hand shapes, gestures, and motions. The techniques and algorithms that we will be using in this model is basically CNN, CPM, and SSD, which is single shot multi-box detector. In emotion tracking, the definition, emotion tracking pertains to the recognition and interpretation of emotional expressions conveyed through a signer's spatial cues during sign language communication. The importance of emotion tracking. In sign language, emotions hold substantial importance as they enrich the conveyed message by adding information through facial expressions and body language, complementing the signs themselves. Techniques used in emotion tracking. Detecting emotions involves utilizing models like facial landmark detector or specialized deep learning models tailored for emotion recognition based on the facial expression. This model have the capacity to discern a range of emotions, including happiness, sadness, anger, and other emotions. Lip movement tracking. Definition: a lip movement tracking is centered around capturing and analyzing the movements and configurations of a signer's lips during sign language communication. Importance: in sign language recognition, lip movements offer valuable information, particularly in distinguishing between signs with similar hand movements but distinct lip configurations. Techniques. The techniques that involved in lip tracking are CNN, which may track lip counter extraction or optical flow. This is the overall implementation of the overall system. Firstly, we have the input videos that refers to the data that is fed into the system at the beginning of the process. And in our case, the input is a video containing hand gestures and facial expressions. Next that we have is data processing. This is a general term for any steps taken to prepare for data processing. In our context of sign language, this involves resizing of video frames, converting them into grayscale, or normalizing the pixel values. Next thing that we have is face image frames with labels. This indicates that the system is not only processing the hand gestures, but also analyzing the facial expressions. Facial expressions provide additional context to the hand gestures. Next that we have is lip movement tracking or classification or recognition. While not directly related to a static gesture recognition, this indicates that our system is capable of lip reading in conjunction with sign language recognition. This can further improve the accuracy of the system, especially when dealing with ambiguous signs. Next that we have is the hand gestures. This refers to the process of identifying and isolating the hand in each frame of the video. This is an important step because the system needs to focus on the hand gestures in order to recognize them. We are using various machine learning and deep learning algorithms in our project. The algorithm that we have used are trained on a large data set of labeled hand gestures. When a new hand gesture is presented to the algorithm outputs the sign language word or phrase that the hand gesture represents. Next is CSV files. This specifies that the output data is stored in a CSV, which is nothing but comma separated.
So just a gentle reminder that 8 minutes are over. Can you please wrap up?
Yeah, sure. The CSV file, which is generally an output file. Next is the conclusion. In conclusion, this research paper demonstrates that significant strides made in advancing sign language recognition through the integration of ML and DL techniques. Through comprehensive experimentation and rigorous evaluation, it is evident that the proposed models exhibit promising levels of accuracy and efficiency in interpreting a wide range of sign language gestures. This research not only contributes to the growing body of knowledge in the field of assistive technology, but also holds immense societal implications by empowering individuals with hearing impairments to engage more fully in various facets of life. Future scope of sign language recognition. First is expand sign language coverage. Now, currently our system might recognize a limited set of signs. In the future, we are planning to focus on expanding its vocabulary to encompass a wider range of signs. Like currently, we are working on American Sign Language, which is basically all the letters from A to Z. We can expand this to learn Spanish Sign Language, French Sign Language, or Devanagari script. Second is integrating speech synthesis to text to speech. This basically means that the text that is recognized by the model can be converted to a speech. Also, further scopes include development of a mobile application for the sign language recognition, integrating with virtual reality, focus on specific needs, and many more. The references that we have used for our project. And yeah, finally, thank you.
Okay, I do not see any comparison of your work with the existing system.
Sir, we have compared 2012 system of American Sign Language. I've included the reference for the same in this link.
In the slide, not in references.
Uh, Sorry, sir, I forgot to include the
And
system.
accuracy of these systems you need to
Yes, sir.
include.
We the data set that we have done is in our own research lab. We have
Okay.
trained it. We have
Okay, why American Sign Language, not
captured the live
Indian,
videos and
Indian
images.
language?
The sir, the information available on Devanagari script or the Indian Sign Language was quite less, and it was very hard to train. Like we have various wide aspects in Indian languages. We have Marathi, we have Sanskrit. So it was quite difficult to come to a common aspect. So we
You
decided
could
to
create
train on.
your own data set, right? If you select Marathi or other Indian languages.
Yeah, sir, we could have done that. Yes, sir. We'll surely think of it and develop as a future scope.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now we can move on to the next presentation.
Hi, Richa. Actually, I got power fail here. Can I continue with my slide?
Yes, sir, you can continue with your presentation.
Yeah, I will. I don't have any.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Is my screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
I was talking about the proposed methodology, and I was there on applying mode to remove the class imbalance, and finally we are applying SVM model for classification purpose. So next is about the Google API v3. So it is a live web scraping tool, and using this, it acts as an API key for the authentication mechanism granting access to Google services. So YouTube is a Google service, so we apply Google API v3 for that. So as you can see here, the top one is the live comment from YouTube, and then we converted into a data frame using live web scraping. And then we applied the NLP technology techniques like tokenization, stemming, lemmatization on top of that to get more accurate words. So tokenization is breaking down a text or sentence into individual units, and it can be done word-wise tokenization and sentence-wise tokenization. So this is an example for that, and we have used word-wise tokenization in this case. So next was stemming. So stemming is reducing words to their root form or base form, and then we applied lemmatization and then transform words into their dictionary form. So next was EOS tagging. This is converting to the word into its part of speech, and this is the result we got before and after applying NLP techniques. Like you can see here, it's too noisy here, and after applying NLP, we got noisy. So we actually removed stop words and all from there. And then we came to the WADR sentiment analysis part. So WADR is actually valence aware dictionary and sentiment reasoner. So it actually gives the polarity score for each word, and it actually differs from -1 to 1. So as you can see here, we earlier had a text here, and then we converted to tokens before WADR. And after applying WADR, you can see we got positive, negative, and neutral emotion from each tokens, and we created labels from that, like neutral, negative, or positive. So, and then we converted that as a class of 0, 1, 2. So after that, we added word to that model for vectorizing data and convert textual data into numerical form. So then we applied smart on top of that because we had some class imbalance in our data set. To remove that, we applied smart on top of that. Finally, we applied support vector machine in which we find a hyperplane for the classification purpose. So why support vector machine was, it was a multi-class problem, and we had a class imbalance problem in our data set. So these were the results we got actually after the WADR sentiment analysis. So we have a high bar plot in neutral sentiment and less in the negative, and average in the positive. So we got the insight from that, and then we applied the SPM, and we got an accuracy of around 93% for the model. So And coming to the conclusion, so as a result of research, we obtained a huge bar in the neutral, followed by positive sentiment and then negative sentiment. That came to a conclusion like the most of the amount of people like the video in a positive manner, and it is high when compared to other people like dislike the video. And 1/4 of the audience have a positive approach towards the content. So the future scope of the program is like implementing live web scraping using Selenium and maybe exploring more NLP modules using spacing. So these are the references we used for the program. And thank you for giving this opportunity. That's all about me.
So what are the features of data set you are referring?
Actually, we are extracting live comments from the YouTube itself. So whatever the comments there, that we converted as our features. So as you can see here, we have author, published time, updated time, like count, and majorly we focusing on the text. Then we the tokens inside that. That are the features of our data set. Then we,
What is the accuracy?
sir, it was 93% for SVM mode.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation, sir. Now we can move on to the next presentation. I'd like to call Mr. Aditya Jagtap for his paper titled Smart Library, Transforming Libraries with Modern Solution. Sir, can you please start your presentation?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, our project title is Smart Library, Transforming Libraries with Modern Solutions. Our author names are myself, Aditya Jagtap, Prathamesh Kose, Vikas Korke. The project is guided by Dr. S.V. Gaikwad from Department of Electronics and Telecommunication. We are all from Pune Institute of Computer Technology, Pune. Our project abstract is to use RFID technology to upgrade library operations and offer more user-friendly services. Its goal is includes enhancing securities, eliminating late fees, and making book returns more convenient with Dropbox systems. The project seeks to improve the overall library experience by addressing various challenges and comprehensive strategies. I will introduce my project. Libraries serve vital resources that provide up-to-date data with a variety of sources like research papers, books, journals, and technical resources. Our project main goal is to establish an improved library automation system for my college library using an RFID technology. RFID technology aims to reduce labor cost, enhance security, and streamline operations, making both scalable and cost-effective. By adopting this technology, we have improved our inventory management and faster circulation process and greater encouragement of self-check-in or checkout procedures. Project lead with a shorter circulation time, better inventory control, and more support for check-in checkout procedures. We have completed or we have used these three objectives: development of Dropbox for student, which they can use after college library hours, effectively preventing late fees and ensuring convenient book returns. We have implemented a system that prevents book from leaving the library without proper scanning at the checkout station, enhancing library security and book tracking accuracy. We have also implemented authorized email notification for efficient book borrowing, timely due date reminders, and improved reader engagement. And our overall project idea is presented here. We have implemented a Dropbox system which will which student can use after college hours. This is self check-in checkout procedures, and this is anti-theft detection. The self-check-in checkout station works with these five steps. The student comes and initiate a return or issue of book. Then he scans his book with that RFID reader. The tag is installed. A sticker tag is installed behind the book. Uh, Third step, it is a verification and transaction authorization. A Koha database is used for this transaction. When the book is authorized by a Koha database, it gives a confirmation and a receipt is generated. As our college uses a barcode system, we have compared our barcode system and RFID system. For three books, the barcode system takes almost 52 seconds, but our self check-in checkout station at using RFID, it takes only 15 seconds. So we have saved much more time for the students for just interacting with the system. This is our Dropbox system where a Wi-Fi module is installed and it transmits the collected book data to our Koha database. I can demonstrate it here. The RFID module scans the book and the Wi-Fi module sends this scanned UID of the tag to the system. The Koha database uses SIP2 protocol for this all transaction. The performance evaluation. First system, Internet of Things library management system. The technology used in this is RFID embedded books and user cards. User searches for books by scanning RFID enabled books and handheld readers, issuing and returning involving scanning the user ID and books RFID chips. The purpose is to just simplify book searching, ensuring efficient and theft controlled library operations. The second system is designed to implement RFID book tracking system, which uses RFID tag and book tracking system. It addresses the problem of disordered book and shelf. User input rack location of the book and handheld devices with a screen and keypad located at the RFID tag and shows the shortest part of the user. The purpose of the system is efficiently locate books on shelf. Books on shelf. The conclusion and future scope is explained by my second author, Prathamesh Kose.
The conclusion of our project is a Dropbox at the library is a practical way to return checked items. It takes various processes such as using a library identification tag scanner, collecting material regularly, meeting due dates, carefully inspecting and storing them. By taking these precautions, one may ensure that the right things are returned, save late fees and penalties, and stop damages. Library visitors may return items with assurance and ensure that they will add it to the collection of future use by following this procedure. The future scope of our project is the integration of robots for responsibilities such as book retrieval and shelving improves operating efficiency and provides an updated feel to the library experience. For secure access to restricted library areas and borrowing valuable resources like book, magazines, etc. Biometric authentication technologies such as fingerprint or retina scans are being employed. The references used for our project are these. Thank you.
So what that RFID card will contain? What information?
Yes, ma'am, we have concluded.
What information is included in the RFID card?
Yes, sir. Can you come again?
What information is included in the RFID card?
We have included the ID for which Koha will identify and book name. As the RFID systems have less memory, we have just included the tag ID, which the Koha database knows, and the book name.
Okay, so what is the memory and what is the cost of this RFID card?
The tag cost around 3 to 4 rupees per sticker.
What is the memory?
It is around 3 to 4 KB, sir. It has less memory storage.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I sincerely thank our authors for their excellent presentations and contribution in this session, and all our participants for being a part of this international conference. I hope this session was informative enough. We, on the behalf of whole team, thank you for supporting us during the 8th version and all the previous 7 versions of this conference. We will be happy to have you in the 9th version in 2025. All the presenters would be given digital certificates through email within 2 working days. Further, all the papers have been already forwarded to the Springer. The publication will be live within 6 months. Kindly cooperate with the team of ICTIS 2024. I also thank our session chair, Mr. Amar Bachade, for chairing this session. This is a token of appreciation from the team of ICTIS and Global Knowledge Research Foundation
Okay.
and partners. Thank you, sir, for your valuable presence.
Yes, thank you for giving opportunity. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Now I request everyone to please switch on their cameras. Thank you, everyone, for your time. The meeting is over.
Okay, thank you very much for
Thank you, sir.
opportunity. Thanks.